Hello and welcome back to another lesson. Today's lesson is all about making our leave it a little bit stronger than it was last week. So the way that we're going to do that is by adding movement to the food. So if you remember, we were taught to put food under our foot, and when the dog disengaged from it, we would reward. Now to extend that, we're going to start dropping the food. So I might take my food from ankle height and then just drop it to the floor. And that little bit of movement is going to make it harder for some dogs to be able to resist the urge to go and get it. Now, if they do resist the urge, we're going to wait for them to look at us and then mark it with our yes and feed them. If, however, they make a lunge for their food on the floor, you're just going to cover it with your foot to prevent them gaining access to it. So let's have a look at what this looks like with one of our dogs. Come here. Okay, so what I can do is vary the value of the treat. So I've got a piece of dry food in this hand and a piece of sausage in this hand. This is £1 or €1, and this is the equivalent of £50 or €50. I'm asking you to leave the £1 and I'll pay you 50. Yes. Yes. Now I'm waiting for her to look up at me before I give her my marker word. Yes. And you'll see that I'm starting to progress the height. So I started off at ankle height, moved to calf length. Now I'm around my knee or just above my knee. Now, if the dog disengages like that, I'm going to pick the piece of food up and get their attention again. Come here, baby. Sit. Good. I'm going to drop it from my knee. Yes. Now I'm going to drop it from waist height. I'm going to let her make the choice. Yes. Now, just because she looked at it, I didn't move my foot over the treat. I want to make sure that I'm only responding to her. If she's sitting there thinking it through, allow her the time to digest it and process what's going on. Once she can do it with the low value food item, we're then going to progress to a much higher value food item. Come here, baby. Sit. Good. Sit. Yes. Nice. Now I'm going to go up a little bit higher. Yes. Good girl. Now we'll try a bit higher. Yes. Well done. Yes. Good girl. Yes. Well done. Now, once I know that the dog is performing well and we've got lots of successful reps in the bank, I'm going to introduce my cue word. So how I want the dog to recognise what it is that they should be doing. So at the moment, we haven't introduced a cue because we want them to think that if I drop something on the floor, it's not necessarily for them, but we can add a label to it. So I'm going to use the word leave it, and then I'm going to drop the food. Leave it. Yes. Leave it. Yes, good girl. Leave it. Now if she goes for it, I'm going to be quick to cover. Good girl. Sit. Yes, well done. All right, let's try that again. Yes. Now I'm paying her when she steps back. Sit. Here. Khaleesi, sit. Good girl. Yes, well done. Good girl. Get it. Wow, well done. So that's going to be my training session for today. We want to progress this, and you'll find that it might take a few days or even weeks for you to be able to build it up so that you can drop it from different levels. But get practicing and you'll be cracking it in no time.
To learn more, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.